Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. So, I was on Twitter. Saw this article from some site called Geekmom. And I'm not going to go over the whole article, I'm just going to go over the relevant bits by this Shiri Sondheimer. The normalization of domestic violence in Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Wow. Gotta tell you. This is stupid. Anyway, first off, she goes through, or the first bits of the article, she basically goes through how she doesn't like the prequels, but her kids want more of Star Wars when they showed them the original trilogy, so they show them the Clone Wars. Then they got scared of the 4th season of Clone Wars, where Maul goes apeshit on everybody, and one of the kids, or the kids no longer allowed to watch it, but the author does, and she likes it. All the way up to Season 6. Enter the Lost Missions, where Padme is sent to Scipio. And we all know that Rush Clovis was a former flame of Padme, and that they had a thing. And anybody who has seen Season 6 of Clone Wars knows that Clovis made a pass on Padme that she, or made a rather strong pass on Padme, which Anakin kind of walked in the middle of, and Anakin lost his shit. So, but this is her interpretation. Stuff happens, and more stuff. Come to an evening where Clovis and Padme are in her apartment, planning the next step with their investigation. Clovis leans in, Padme backs up. Awkward! They talk for a while. He makes another play, grabbing her and trying to kiss her, which, by the way, is far beyond awkward. It's assault. Well, technically true. Anakin, of course, chooses this moment to walk in, ostensibly to check on his wife in her own home, uninvited. Culture note: Jedi aren't supposed to form emotional attachments to people. They're certainly not supposed to be married. Anakin and Padme's marriage is a secret. Her senator apartments are hers, not theirs. Yet, he's always joined her at there. I mean, you said you watched the Clone Wars. He even referred to it as home, which she accepted. He sees Clovis and Padme, and he completely loses his mind. Beats the crap out of Clovis despite Padme begging him repeatedly not to, in her home. Oh my gosh, now I know why. Never mind. There's no doubt that Clovis is a jerk. He's smarmy, gross, and he's a liar. He's a traitor, and he is a sexual predator. Why? Because he had feelings for Padme and tried to take a pass at him in a rather strong manner. He didn't cross the sexual assault line. He only crossed physical assault at the point. But yeah. Anakin, however, doesn't wail on him for being smarmy or a liar or a traitor. Anakin doesn't even wail on him for grabbing Padme, which, while still uncool, would satisfy a part of my brain I'm not always real proud of. No, Anakin attacks Clovis because Clovis made a play for his property. And yes, I'm still talking about Padme, his wife. This is not a grand love story. This is not a man defending his lady's honor, which is a trope I'm not terribly fond of, but hey, we all need help sometimes, right? This is a story of one man putting his hands where they ought not to be, and another getting ragey because the place is someone who's supposed to be his. This fight isn't about Padme, it's two alphas playing dominance games. Really? This is also not the first time Anakin's behavior has frightened Padme. This cycle of abuse, in the aftermath, Padme tells a contrite, but aren't they always, Anakin, that he needs to leave her home because I don't feel safe. She says she doesn't want to see him for a while, that she's afraid of this rage and him because she isn't going to tolerate it. And she isn't going to talk. Good for her. That is the hardest part, as we are all well aware. To his credit, Anakin does leave when asked. To his credit, he also realizes what he did was exceptionally wrong. But you didn't write that. Anyway, that's the article. So, this woman, out of all of the shows she get, out of all of the Clone Wars, and the dark side that Anakin is slowly turning to, she goes for the one thing that is a topic in real world: domestic violence. And she's saying that the Clone Wars normalized it. If the Clone Wars normalized domestic violence, folks, here's the thing. They would have had Anakin beaten on Padme every time she talked back to him. Would have had him mentally and physically abusing her every time she did something he didn't like. I mean, yes, there was a couple times where he said, "I'm your husband and I don't want you to," during the whole Clovis incident. Because, yes, he was jealous. Attachment leads to jealousy. We all are aware of that. And we all are aware that he's not a conventional Jedi. And we are all aware that he cannot control his emotions. But the thing is, if they normalized it and basically said it was accepted, which this woman says in the beginning of her article, the Clone Wars was presented with a chilling reality, figurative reality. Even a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, domestic violence is present and accepted by the majority. Here's another thing to this Sherry Sondheimer. Domestic violence has never been accepted by the majority. There are laws against it. If there weren't laws against it, and the government and law enforcement said, nah, meh, whatever, then guess what? It would be normalized. Sherry Sondheimer, you are a kook. A took, a fool, and ignorant as all hell to how society works. What he did was wrong. They acknowledge that. He acknowledges it. They did not normalize it. Anyway, folks, that's the video. Let me know what you all think down in the comments below. Y'all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Now let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Oh my god, I'm just waking up, so sorry about the switcheroo. Do you think that this Sherry Sondheimer's article, or part of her article, is true? Or do you think that she's blowing shit way out of proportion and she's just a loony liberal? Because that's exactly what most of the liberal mindset is. Oh, this has domestic violence in it. They're normalizing it. Down with it. That's basically what they do. SJWs, rather, not liberals. Sorry. I will correct myself. Mea culpa. But yeah, folks. Do you think she's a raging SJW? I absolutely do. But hey, feel free to leave your own comments down in the comment section below. And if you have a difference of opinion, be civil about it. I'll engage you. Anyway, folks, this has been Orange Hat Reviews. Catch y'all on the next one.